All right, so today we're diving into at-home workouts.
Awesome.
Specifically ones that use just your body weight.
Yeah,
So you know the time when you can't make it to the gym or you're traveling and need a quick routine?
exactly.
Well, we've got you covered.
For sure.
And to guide us, we've got two great articles from Healthline.
Okay.
One that focuses on those body weight moves you can do at home,
Sounds good.
and another that's got routines specifically for men.
Gotcha.
But by the end of this deep dive, you'll be able to create your own workout that fits your goals and fitness level.
Absolutely. And the best part is these routines can be adjusted as you progress.
Perfect. So no matter if you're just starting out or if you're, more advanced, there's something here for everyone.
Right.
So let's kick things off with the beginner routine.
Right.
This one is designed to give you a full body workout in just 15 to 20 minutes.
Nice.
And don't worry, it's super approachable even if you haven't worked out in a while.
Yeah, they recommend 2 sets of 10 to 15 reps for each exercise with rest in between.
Okay.
But the key here is proper form.
Right.
Especially when you're starting out.
Makes sense.
We want to prevent injuries and build a solid foundation
For sure.
so you can keep progressing.
Now, I've got to admit, I've always struggled with planks.
Yeah,
They just seem so static.
I hear you.
But this beginner routine actually includes a plank to downward dog,
Oh, yeah,
which sounds a lot more dynamic.
definitely.
What are the benefits of adding that movement in there?
Well, it's a great way to engage more muscle groups.
Okay,
You're working your shoulders, your core, your hamstrings, all in one fluid motion.
I love it.
Plus, it's a little more interesting than just holding a static plank.
I'm sure way more fun.
Exactly.
Speaking of interesting moves, the bridge is another exercise that's included in this routine.
Yep.
It seems so simple,
Right.
but I've heard it's actually a really powerful move.
It is. The bridge might seem basic,
Yeah,
but it works your entire posterior chain,
posterior chain.
which is basically all the muscles that run along the back of your body.
Oh, okay.
From your heels all the way up to your upper back.
Wow.
So it's super important.
So how does having a strong posterior chain benefit me in my daily life?
Well, think about all the things you do that involve like bending, lifting, and standing.
Okay.
A strong posterior chain helps with all of that.
Oh, wow.
It improves your posture, protects your lower back from injury,
Interesting.
and it even makes you more powerful in your movements.
I never realized how important that was.
Yep, it's crucial.
And this beginner routine also has the bicycle crunch,
Oh, yeah.
which I've always found to be a much better ab exercise than just a regular crunch.
Absolutely. The bicycle crunch is superior because it engages more muscles,
Okay.
like your obliques, those muscles on the sides of your abs.
Gotcha.
So you're getting a more efficient workout and targeting more areas at once.
So we've mastered those basic moves.
Yes,
Now let's step it up a notch with the intermediate routine.
let's do it.
This one increases the intensity
Okay.
and even includes timed rounds to really push yourself.
Nice.
But as you increase the challenge, listening to your body becomes even more important.
Right, you don't want to sacrifice form for extra reps, quality over quantity always.
For sure, one exercise that stands out in this routine is the single leg bridge.
Okay,
How does that variation increase the challenge?
so by lifting one leg, you're instantly making your core and glutes work harder to stabilize your body.
Right, I see.
It's also a great test of balance,
Right.
which is something we often take for granted,
Yeah.
but becomes increasingly important as we age.
So it's not just about strength, it's about functional fitness.
Exactly, movements that help us in everyday life.
Another great example of that in this routine is the forward and backward lunge.
Yep.
We often think of lunges as just a leg exercise.
Right.
But they actually do so much more.
They work wonders for your balance and coordination,
Okay.
and they mimic movements we do all the time, like walking and climbing stairs.
Oh, that makes sense. Those kneeling squats in this routine look intense.
Yeah, they are.
What makes them so effective?
So kneeling squats increase the time under tension,
Time under tension.
meaning your muscles are working harder for longer,
Gotcha.
which leads to a greater burn and better results.
Okay.
Plus, they're great for building strength in your quads and glutes without putting too much stress on your knees.
So are you ready for the advanced routine?
Bring it on.
This one is not for the faint of heart.
Okay,
It's designed for those who are ready to test their limits and see what they're made of.
I can't emphasize enough the importance of building up to this level gradually.
Right.
If you attempt these moves without a solid foundation of strength, you could get injured.
That's a good point. So out of all the exercises in this advanced routine,
Yeah,
the jumping lunges sound the most well-intense.
they are definitely a challenge.
What makes them so challenging?
Jumping lunges are a plyometric exercise,
Okay.
which means they involve explosive movements.
Gotcha.
They're incredible for building power, speed, and agility.
Nice.
Not to mention they burn a ton of calories.
And what about those elevated pike push-ups?
Yeah.
What makes them different from a regular push-up.
So by elevating your feet, you shift more of your body weight onto your upper body,
I see.
specifically targeting your shoulders and triceps with more intensity.
Okay.
It's a great way to build upper body strength and definition.
And last but not least, the hollow hold to jackknife.
Oh yeah,
Even the name sounds intimidating.
it is a tough one.
I'm not even sure I could do that one.
Well, it definitely requires a lot of core strength and control.
Makes sense.
But that's what makes it so rewarding when you can master it.
Right.
It shows your dedication and hard work.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here with these 3 routines.
Yeah, we have.
But before we wrap up this part of our deep dive,
Okay.
let's talk about effectiveness.
All right.
Some people might be skeptical that whether you can get a truly effective workout at home.
Yeah, I get that.
What do you think?
I think it's totally possible.
Okay.
The key is consistency and maintaining proper form, just like you would at the gym.
And both articles emphasize the importance of nutrition.
Oh, absolutely.
You can't out-exercise a bad diet, right?
Exactly what you eat fuels your workouts and helps your muscles recover.
And for those listeners over 40,
Yeah.
what are some things they should keep in mind when doing these at-home workouts?
Well, it's important to be mindful of your joints as you age.
Okay.
You might want to opt for lower impact variations of exercises
Gotcha.
and make sure you're giving yourself enough time to recover between workouts.
So rest is just as important as the workout itself.
Absolutely.
Speaking of recovery, any post-workout nutrition tips to share?
Yeah, after a tough workout, your muscles need protein and carbs
Okay.
to replenish their energy stores and repair any damage.
Makes sense.
So a protein shake or a balanced meal with lean protein and whole grains is ideal.
Perfect. You know, I'm curious about something.
What's that?
One of the articles mentions spot reduction
Oh, yeah,
and how it's a myth.
right?
Can you explain what that means?
Sure, it's this idea that you can target fat loss in specific areas just by exercising those muscles.
Oh.
Like doing tons of crunches to lose belly fat.
Right.
But unfortunately, our bodies don't quite work that way.
So even if I do a million crunches, I can't guarantee a six-pack.
I'm afraid not. Fat loss happens throughout your body.
Okay.
And genetics plays a role in where you tend to store fat.
Interesting.
But that doesn't mean you're stuck.
Right.
A balanced diet and consistent exercise are key for achieving your overall body composition goals.
So it's more about a holistic approach?
Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, what about workout frequency?
Yeah,
How often should someone be doing these at-home routines?
it really depends on your fitness level and goals.
Okay,
If you're just starting out, 2 to 3 times a week is a good place to begin.
gotcha.
As you get stronger, you can gradually increase the frequency or intensity,
Okay.
maybe adding an extra day or trying more challenging variations.
But wouldn't it be better to work out every day if you want to see results faster?
Not necessarily rest and recovery are super important.
Right.
Pushing yourself too hard without giving your body time to recover can actually hinder your progress
Okay.
and increase your risk of injury.
That's a good point. I've definitely been guilty of overdoing it in the past
Yeah,
and ending up sore and exhausted.
it happens.
So how do you know when you're pushing yourself enough without overdoing it?
It's all about finding that sweet spot where you're challenging yourself but still able to recover properly.
Okay.
You should feel that good, kind of sore, that kind of tells you your muscles are working,
Right.
but not so sore that you can barely move the next day.
So it's all about listening to your body and finding that balance.
Exactly. And remember, it's a journey, not a race.
Yeah.
Be patient with yourself, celebrate the small wins along the way,
Good advice.
and most importantly, enjoy the process.
Now, the Workout Routines for Men article highlighted the importance of nutrition.
It's crucial.
Could you elaborate on why that's so important, not just for men, but for anyone working out?
Absolutely, what you eat fuels your workouts and helps your body recover and rebuild muscle.
Okay.
Think of it like this. If you put low-quality fuel in your car, it's not going to run as smoothly or efficiently.
Right.
The same goes for your body.
So what kind of fuel should we be putting into our bodies to optimize our workouts?
Focus on whole, unprocessed foods like fruits, vegetables, lean protein, and complex carbohydrates.
Gotcha.
These provide the nutrients your body needs to perform at its best.
Okay.
And don't forget about hydration.
Oh, yeah, water.
Water is essential for muscle function and recovery.
So we've talked about the exercises, the routines, the importance of proper form, listening to your body, and fueling it with the right nutrients.
Right.
Is there anything else we should keep in mind as we embark on our at-home fitness journeys?
One thing that often gets overlooked is the importance of sleep,
Sleep.
especially in our fast-paced world.
I wouldn't have thought sleep would play a major role in fitness.
Oh, it's crucial. Sleep is when your body repairs and rebuilds muscle tissue.
Yeah.
It produces growth hormone and restores energy levels.
So if I'm not getting enough sleep, I'm essentially sabotaging my workouts.
In a way, yes, lack of sleep can lead to decreased motivation, increased stress levels.
Wow.
and even cravings for unhealthy foods,
Oh, no.
all of which can hinder your fitness progress.
That's a great point. I'm definitely going to prioritize getting those 7 to 8 hours of shut-eye now on.
Good for you.
It sounds like it's just as important as hitting the gym,
It is.
or in our case, the living room floor.
Exactly. It's all connected.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive.
For sure.
We've explored 3 different at-home workout routines,
Yep.
busted some fitness myths,
Right.
and learned about the importance of nutrition, rest, and even sleep.
It's all important.
Now, are you ready for that final thought-provoking question?
Hit me with it.
What is one exercise from today's deep dive that you are most excited to try?
Oh, that's a tough one. There are so many great exercises to choose from.
I know, right?
But I think I'm going to give those jumping lunges a shot.
Oh, nice.
They sound like a great way to challenge myself and build some explosive power.
Excellent choice. I might have to join you on that one. What about the nutrition side of things?
I think I could do a better job of making sure I'm getting enough protein after my workouts.
Okay.
Sometimes I get so caught up in my day that I forget to fuel my muscles properly.
Yeah, I get
A
that.
simple protein shake could make a big difference.
I think that's a great goal, and it's definitely something I need to work on as well.
Awesome.
I've always been intrigued by the plank to downward dog.
Yeah,
It seems like a really cool and dynamic move
it is.
that would challenge my entire body.
For sure.
And for my nutrition, I'm going to focus on drinking more water throughout the day.
Good choice.
I know it sounds simple,
Who's that?
but I often forget to stay hydrated, especially when I'm busy.
Proper hydration is crucial for overall health and well-being, especially when you're working out.
Well, it looks like we've reached the end of our deep dive.
That went by fast.
But before we sign off, I wanted to circle back to something we talked about earlier.
Okay.
The idea that there's no one-size-fits-all approach to fitness.
Absolutely. What works for one person might not work for another.
Right. It's all about finding what feels good for your body,
Exactly.
what fits your lifestyle,
Yep.
and what you can stick with long term.
That's the key.
And that's the beauty of at-home workouts.
Yeah.
You have the freedom to experiment, to customize, and to make it your own.
There's no need to feel intimidated by fancy gyms or complicated equipment.
Right.
You have everything you need right within yourself to achieve your fitness goals.
So before we officially wrap up, do you have any final words of wisdom or encouragement for our listeners as they embark on their at-home fitness journeys?
I love that, it's all about taking control, of our own health and fitness.
Right.
Wherever we are, whatever our situation is.
And remember, you don't have to be perfect. Just start where you are.
Right.
Do what you can and celebrate every step. Such good advice. I think we've covered pretty much everything in this deep dive into at-home workouts.
Yeah, I think so.
We've gone from beginner to advanced routines,
Uh-huh.
busted some fitness myths,
Those are always fun.
and of course talked about nutrition, rest, and even sleep.
Yeah, it's all connected.
It really is. I think our listeners are walking away with a ton of info and, hopefully a little boost of motivation
I hope so.
to get moving. So to wrap things up, let's leave everyone with a final thought.
Okay.
Exercise isn't just about physical health. It's
Right.
about mental and emotional well-being, too.
It really is.
It's about feeling good about yourself,
Exactly.
having more energy and reducing stress.
Yeah, taking care of yourself, investing in your overall health and happiness.
That's a great way to put it. So get out there, get moving,
Yes.
and discover the power of at-home workout.
You got this.
We'll be back next time with a brand new deep dive into another exciting topic.
Looking forward to it.
Until then, keep learning.
Keep exploring.
Keep pushing yourselves to be your best.
Absolutely.
See you next time. Pay to